Last week, many successful raids were held. In the US, San Francisco and Los Angeles Anons both topped off with epic sign tech which made the Scientologists bore. Portland Anons proved that people will accept delicious cake even from masked protesters. In Detroit, the opening of the local Ideal Org was accompanied by a good interpolating protest. Although short due to bad weather, Kansas City Anons were on the street protesting as well. The Canadian Anons in Kitchener held a smaller raid this time. It is suspected that this was due to cold and snowy weather. Nonetheless, the Cylons didn't dare to show themselves. Instead, many other lousy people came by. In the UK, Birmingham held a short but effective raid together with Anons from London and Manchester. It included massive flyer distribution and a complete close down of the local org. This was followed by some partying hard, aka Buck Forest, with a brief detour midway through the postgame to troll a Scientology conference. The Anons in Edinburgh saw little of Scientologists at their raid, except when they decided that they were in dire need of a smoke. And to beat the Berlin record of protesting 8 days in a row, London topped that with a full 13 days of protesting. In Australia, the Sydney Anons held a big protest with 4 ex-Scientologists, speeches and lots of approval from passers-by. Many wanted to join the raid and even asked for masks. Furthermore, a lot of signatures were collected for the petition on an inquiry of Scientology. Melbourne Anonymous has also collected a large amount of signatures for the petition on their raid.
Several ACTA leaks appeared on the internet this week. As expected, their documents indicate a grim future for the free exchange of information on the internet. The latest documents show that the implementation of the 3 strikes model is not optional anymore. The internet service provider will be forced to implement it. To be legally safe, the ISP is responsible for implementing a policy to address the unauthorized storage or transmission of materials protected by copyright, or related rights of the online service providers monitoring its services, or affirmatively seeking facts indicating that infringing activity is occurring, which could mean EU-wide deep packet inspections. The new leaks can be found on www.laquadrature.net. The official hearing in the EU Parliament brought no new facts to light, and the need for a separate network such as the goal of Project Skynet is a desperate one. If we want a free internet-like network, we must push Project Skynet further. Wise Beard Man posts a video anonymously sent to him. Mark Bunker has uploaded an 18-minute-long video that is a compilation of very nicely edited footage of Scientology celebrities like Tommy Davis and Tom Cruise, as well as exes. The video conveys a very clear message that, in the words of the people involved, Scientology is a dangerous cult. The video is mixed with a nice soundtrack, and it's all in all fun to watch. Check it out. A blog article about the Church of Scientology, its abuses, and its tax-exempt status has been posted on the blog of Liam Fox, Irreverence Cafe, and on the site newsjunkiepost.com. The article is nicely written and gives a short overview of Scientology's situation in the US, Australia, and Europe, as well as its development over the last several years. It talks about the Xenu story, gives examples of more than questionable Hubbard quotes, and lists plenty of links for further information. Even if you are well informed about the history and abuses of Hubbard's cult, this article is a pleasure to read. Nelson Mandela and the Way to Happiness. Scientologists made a small sculpture of a dancing Mandela. Since they know his daughter Zanani Mandela, they were given the chance to give it to him personally. Using this opportunity, they gave him a leather-bound Way to Happiness book and told him that this little booklet is a powerful and very effective booklet, and that it is non-denominational and has done wonders for the prisons in South Africa, and that it has also brought peace to some nations at war. We are still awaiting the feedback of Nelson Mandela, so keep your eyes open and report it to the news team once you get his feedback in your hands. Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard's gay son. The religious blog God Discussion has posted an article about Scientology's views of gays, focusing on L. Ron Hubbard's gay son Quentin, who was later edited out of all Scientology videos he had been a part of. To quote the article, the Church of Scientology regards homosexuality as a contagious disease, and describes gays and lesbians as perverts who should be quarantined and institutionalized. According to Scientology, such perverts should go through extensive Scientology processing until once again they have value as human beings. L. Ron Hubbard regarded them as a danger to society, and if gays and lesbians cannot be cured of their so-called diseases, the church believes that they should be incarcerated in the Rehabilitation Project Force, Scientology prison, for life. L. Ron Hubbard's son Quentin was gay, and due to cruelty and violence from his father, Quentin committed suicide in 1976. There is also a video about the story within the blog entry made by Doyle6315, who has produced many videos during Project Canology, and the link can be found in this video's description. Kenneth Anger's Hollywood Babylon 3 won't happen because of Scientology. In a New York Times interview with the artist Kenneth Anger, he states that the reason he, quote, never tried even to publish is because there's an important chapter on Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and a few other people that are involved in the cult called Scientology. I don't have the resources to get legally involved with them.
There was this great big pair of boots, and they were sitting right in the middle of this universe, and they were awfully big boots, and you could get down amongst them with telescopes. You could look the length and breadth of them and find absolutely nothing inhabiting them. And it says in these boots, it just simply said, these are the boots which go down a road which leads out of this joint. Other people have been diving spaceships through them and playing hopscotch in them and so on when they ever did.
Did you know there's a special e-meter used in their secular education branch called Applied Scholastics for word clearing? The new meter is called the Learning Accelerator. It is also used by WISE consultants. Since the e-meter is nothing more than a measuring device for electric resistance, be sure to carry your multimeter whenever you need to study for that big test. This week's pro tip is a two-parter. First, read all emails from your web host. Second, there's a large resources and how-to section on the WWP message board that can help you in getting stuff done when you don't have a clue how to do it. You can find threads there about nearly every topic concerning online and offline activism. There is also one especially useful thread about how to build your own Uber planning site in less than 30 minutes with the previously mentioned free social network hosting sites. It's not only a detailed tutorial about how to get the site up and running, but also contains a lot of suggestions about how to keep it interesting and entertaining with freely available tools and widgets. You can also find graphic resources, as well as reports about the experiences made with the aforementioned tools and techniques. See how to build an Uber planning site for free in under 30 minutes. Good examples of decentralized anonymous sites with free hosting are Montreal, Quebec's Trois-Rivières anonymous site, Anonymous Norway, St. Louis Anonymous, Clearwater, or Hamburg Anonymous.